Have you ever met someone and felt like you've known them forever? That inexplicable feeling of familiarity that goes beyond anything logical or rational. What if that person standing in front of you isn't actually a stranger at all? What if your souls have danced together through countless lifetimes, loving, learning, and growing together across the ages? Dr. Brian Weiss, renowned psychiatrist and pioneer in past life regression therapy, has spent decades exploring these profound soul connections. Through his groundbreaking work, he's discovered that love transcends the boundaries of a single lifetime. The person you're drawn to today might be someone your soul has cherished for centuries. This isn't just about romance or fleeting attraction. This is about recognizing the eternal bonds that connect us across time and space. By the end of this exploration, you'll understand the unmistakable signs that reveal when you've encountered a soul you've loved before. You'll discover how to recognize these sacred connections and what they mean for your spiritual journey. If this resonates with your soul's calling, subscribe and activate notifications. Leave a comment saying, "I'm ready to evolve spiritually." The concept of past lives and soul connections isn't new. Ancient wisdom traditions from around the world have long recognized that our souls are eternal, experiencing multiple incarnations to learn, grow, and evolve. Dr. Brian Weiss accidentally discovered this truth while treating a patient named Catherine in the 1980s. Through hypnosis, Catherine began recalling detailed memories from what appeared to be previous lifetimes, providing information that was later historically verified. This revolutionary discovery led Weiss to understand that we don't just live once and disappear. Our souls are on an eternal journey, returning again and again to learn specific lessons, resolve karmic debts, and experience different aspects of love and growth. Within this framework, certain souls choose to journey together lifetime after lifetime, playing different roles, but maintaining deep, unbreakable bonds. These soul connections aren't random. They're carefully orchestrated by a higher wisdom that ensures we encounter the right people at the right time for our mutual evolution. Some souls come together as lovers, others as family members, friends, or even challenging adversaries who help us grow through conflict and resolution. Brian Weiss discovered through thousands of regression sessions that love is the most powerful force connecting souls across lifetimes. When two souls have loved deeply in previous incarnations, they create what he calls soul contracts, agreements made before birth to find each other again and continue their shared journey of growth and healing. One of the most profound challenges in recognizing past life love is that our logical minds often dismiss these feelings as imagination or wishful thinking. Society teaches us to trust only what we can see and prove, yet the soul operates on a completely different frequency. These connections often feel too intense, too immediate, too perfect to be real, causing many people to second-guess their intuitive knowing. Another mystery lies in understanding why some soul connections feel effortless, while others are incredibly challenging. Weiss explains that souls don't always reunite to live happily ever after, in the fairy tale sense. Sometimes they come together to heal old wounds, resolve unfinished business, or learn difficult lessons about forgiveness and unconditional love. The timing of these encounters can also be puzzling. You might meet a past life love when you're already in a committed relationship, or when circumstances make it impossible to be together in the way you feel called to be. These situations often create profound inner conflict and confusion about what these feelings mean and how to honor them. Some people worry that believing in past lives diminishes the specialness of current relationships. Others fear that acknowledging these connections might lead them to abandon present commitments in pursuit of an idealized soulmate. Weiss addresses these concerns by emphasizing that all relationships serve important purposes, and recognizing past life connections should enhance our understanding of love rather than create chaos in our current lives. Share in the comments an experience where you felt the presence of spiritual mentors or an inner transformation. The recognition of past life love rarely happens all at once. Instead, it's usually a gradual unfolding of awareness that occurs in stages. The initial stage often involves that unmistakable feeling of familiarity upon first meeting someone. This goes beyond thinking someone looks familiar. It's a deep soul recognition that bypasses the mind entirely. The second stage typically involves an accelerated bonding process. Relationships that would normally take months or years to develop reach profound depths of intimacy and understanding in remarkably short periods. These individuals find themselves sharing their deepest secrets, dreams, and fears with someone they've just met, feeling safer and more understood than they have with people they've known for years. As the connection deepens, the third stage often brings vivid dreams or meditation experiences, featuring the other person in different time periods, locations, or historical contexts. These aren't random fantasies, but detailed, consistent visions that carry emotional weight and provide insights into the nature of the soul relationship. The fourth stage might involve the emergence of complementary skills, interests, or knowledge that neither person can fully explain. One might suddenly develop an interest in a particular historical period, culture, or spiritual practice that resonates deeply with the other person's existing passions or unexplained knowledge. In the final stage of recognition, both individuals begin to understand the purpose of their reunion in this lifetime. They recognize the lessons they're meant to learn together, the healing they're meant to facilitate for each other, and the specific ways they're intended to support each other's spiritual growth. Throughout this process, the connection often transcends typical relationship categories. These individuals might feel like lovers, best friends, family members, and spiritual teachers all at once. The bond operates on multiple levels simultaneously, creating a rich, complex relationship that defies conventional definition. When past life lovers reunite, the impact on their lives extends far beyond the relationship itself. These connections have the power to awaken dormant aspects of personality, trigger profound spiritual experiences, and catalyze major life changes. Dr. Weiss has observed that people often report feeling more authentic and alive when they're around their past life connections. The emotional impact can be overwhelming at first. Many people describe feeling like they're coming home when they meet a past life love. Even if the circumstances are complicated, there's often a sense of completion, as if a missing piece of themselves has been restored. This can bring tremendous joy but also intense vulnerability, as old soul wounds and traumas may resurface to be healed. These connections frequently trigger major life re-evaluations. People might question their career choices, living situations, or other relationships when confronted with the depth of connection they feel with a past life love. This isn't necessarily about abandoning everything for this one relationship, but rather about recognizing what authentic connection feels like and making life choices that honor that truth. The spiritual awakening that often accompanies these reunions can be profound. Many people report increased psychic sensitivity, vivid dreams, spontaneous meditative states, and a deeper understanding of their life purpose after meeting a past life love. The connection serves as a catalyst for remembering who they truly are at a soul level. Past life love connections also have the power to heal generational patterns and karmic wounds. When souls reunite with the intention of healing, they can release not only their own past traumas, but also contribute to the healing of their soul group and family lineages. If this message touched your soul, leave a like so more consciousnesses can awaken to the light. Dr. Brian Weiss has identified numerous signs that indicate when you've encountered someone you've loved in a past life. The most immediate sign is instant recognition that goes beyond physical attraction or intellectual compatibility. This is a deep cellular knowing that occurs before the mind has time to process or analyze the situation. Another powerful indicator is the presence of inexplicable emotional responses. You might find yourself feeling protective of someone you've just met, or experiencing waves of nostalgia when you look at them. Some people report feeling a sense of loss or longing that doesn't match their current relationship status with the person. Synchronicities often surround past life reunions. You might discover that you were born in the same year, have traveled to the same obscure locations, or share unusual interests or experiences that seem too coincidental to be random. These synchronicities serve as breadcrumbs from the universe, confirming the significance of the connection. Physical sensations can also provide evidence of past life connections. Many people report feeling electrical sensations when they touch their past life love, or experiencing changes in their energy field when the person is near. Some describe feeling dizzy, overwhelmed, or energetically charged in ways they can't explain. Dreams and visions featuring the other person in different historical contexts are another strong indicator. These experiences often feel more like memories than fantasies, carrying emotional weight and specific details that can sometimes be historically verified. The dreams might show you and the other person in different relationships, as spouses, siblings, friends, or even adversaries working through conflict. Complementary knowledge and skills that seem to emerge spontaneously around each other can also signal a past life connection. You might find yourselves finishing each other's sentences, knowing things about each other that were never discussed, or demonstrating abilities or knowledge that surprises both of you. The ability to communicate without words is another common sign. Past life, lovers often report understanding each other's thoughts and feelings with minimal verbal communication. They might sense when the other person is in distress, even when physically separated, or know exactly what to say to provide comfort during difficult times. Intense healing occurs in each other's presence. Old emotional wounds that have resisted other forms of healing might suddenly begin to resolve when you're around your past life love. This person seems to have an innate understanding of your deepest pain and the exact medicine your soul needs. Shared life themes and challenges often emerge as well. You might discover that you're both working through similar karmic lessons, dealing with parallel life situations, or drawn to the same spiritual practices or healing modalities. These shared themes reflect the coordinated nature of your soul journey together. Send this video to someone seeking spiritual enlightenment or comfort. Understanding how to work with past life love connections is crucial for maximizing their healing potential while maintaining balance in your current life. Dr. Weiss emphasizes that recognizing these connections should enhance your spiritual growth rather than create chaos or suffering. The first step is accepting the connection without trying to force it into predetermined categories. Past life love doesn't always mean you're destined to be romantic partners in this lifetime. The soul relationship might be expressed through friendship, mentorship, creative collaboration, or even brief but transformative encounters. Trying to force the connection into a specific form can block its natural unfolding. It's essential to honor your current commitments and responsibilities while exploring these connections. Past life recognition shouldn't be used as an excuse to abandon existing relationships or responsibilities. Instead, these connections should inspire you to bring more authenticity, compassion, and presence to all your relationships. Communication is vital when navigating these intense connections. If both people are aware of the soul bond, honest dialogue about feelings, boundaries, and intentions can prevent misunderstandings and unnecessary suffering. It's important to discuss how to honor the connection in a way that respects both people's life circumstances and growth needs. Setting energetic boundaries can help manage the intensity of these connections. Past life lovers often experience merged energy fields, which can be overwhelming if not properly managed. Learning to maintain your individual energetic integrity while staying open to the soul connection allows for a healthier dynamic. Seeking guidance through meditation, prayer, or working with experienced spiritual counselors can provide clarity about the purpose and appropriate expression of these connections. Sometimes the greatest gift these relationships offer is the healing and growth that occurs through learning to love unconditionally without attachment to specific outcomes. Patience is crucial when working with these connections. Soul relationships unfold according to divine timing rather than human desires. Trusting the process and allowing the relationship to evolve naturally often leads to the most beneficial outcomes for both souls. It's also important to remember that past life connections serve the highest good of all involved, even when the immediate circumstances seem challenging or painful. Sometimes these relationships catalyze necessary endings, life changes, or healing processes that ultimately serve everyone's growth. Write in the comments, "Today I free myself from old patterns and welcome the light of spiritual renewal." The evidence supporting past life love connections extends beyond personal experience into documented cases and research findings. Dr. Brian Weiss has compiled thousands of case studies over his decades of practice, many involving detailed historical information that was later verified through research. One of the most compelling aspects of these cases is the consistency of information across different sessions and different individuals. People under hypnosis often provide detailed descriptions of historical periods, customs, and locations they couldn't have known about through conventional means. When these details are researched, they frequently prove to be historically accurate. Children often provide the most convincing evidence of past life memories. Before the age of logical reasoning fully develops, many children spontaneously share detailed memories of previous lives, including information about people they loved and lost. Dr. Ian Stevenson's research documented thousands of cases where children's memories were verified through historical records and living relatives from their claimed past lives. The healing outcomes achieved through past life regression therapy provide another form of evidence. When people identify and resolve past life traumas with former lovers, they often experience immediate and lasting improvements in current relationship patterns, phobias, and physical ailments. The therapeutic benefits suggest that something real and meaningful is being addressed through this work. Shared past life memories between individuals who've never met before offer particularly strong evidence. When two people independently recall similar details about shared past life experiences, including specific names, locations, and events, the probability of coincidence becomes extremely small. Scientific studies on consciousness and near-death experiences have also contributed supporting evidence. Research showing that consciousness can exist independently of the physical brain supports the possibility that consciousness continues after death and could potentially reincarnate in new bodies. The consistency of spiritual traditions across cultures regarding reincarnation and soul connections provides additional support. Indigenous wisdom traditions, Eastern religions, and mystical branches of Western religions have independently developed similar teachings about eternal souls and karmic relationships, suggesting these concepts reflect universal truths rather than cultural inventions. Modern quantum physics concepts like non-local consciousness and quantum entanglement offer potential scientific frameworks for understanding how souls might remain connected across time and space. While we don't yet have complete scientific proof of past lives, the accumulating evidence suggests that consciousness operates according to principles we're only beginning to understand. Thank the higher plan by leaving your like as a sign of connection and gratitude for this message received. Learning to work with past life love connections offers profound opportunities for healing and spiritual growth. These relationships serve as mirrors, reflecting back aspects of ourselves that we need to heal, integrate, or develop. The intense emotions they trigger often point to important soul lessons we're meant to master in this lifetime. One of the primary gifts these connections offer is the opportunity to heal old wounds through love, rather than continuing cycles of pain and separation. When souls reunite with the intention of healing, they can transform ancient hurts into wisdom and compassion. This healing often extends beyond the individuals involved, contributing to the healing of their entire soul group. Past life love connections also provide opportunities to experience unconditional love. Because these relationships operate on a soul level, they can help us understand what it means to love someone completely, beyond personality traits, physical appearance, or life circumstances. This experience of unconditional love can transform how we approach all relationships. These connections often teach us about the difference between attachment and love. While attachment seeks to possess and control, soul love honors the other person's highest good, even when it means accepting separation or different life paths. Learning this distinction is one of the most valuable spiritual lessons available through these relationships. The challenges presented by past life connections, such as timing issues, complicated circumstances, or intense emotions, provide opportunities to develop spiritual qualities like patience, trust, forgiveness, and surrender. Working through these challenges with consciousness and compassion accelerates spiritual growth in ways that easier relationships might not. These relationships also offer opportunities to break negative karmic cycles. If souls have been trapped in patterns of conflict, betrayal, or codependency across lifetimes, recognizing these patterns consciously allows them to choose different responses and create new, healthier dynamics. The spiritual awakening that often accompanies these connections can lead to profound life changes and a deeper understanding of one's purpose. Many people report discovering their spiritual gifts, life mission, or healing abilities after encountering a past life love. Perhaps most importantly, these connections remind us of the eternal nature of love itself. They provide direct experience of love that transcends physical death, proving that our deepest connections are never truly lost. This understanding can transform our entire relationship with love, loss, and the meaning of life. Comment: I align with the purposes of good and remain firm in my journey of elevation. Recognizing and honoring past life love connections has the power to transform not only individual relationships, but also our understanding of love itself. Dr. Brian Weiss's groundbreaking work has shown us that love is indeed eternal, that our souls are connected across lifetimes, and that every meaningful encounter serves a divine purpose in our spiritual evolution. The signs are clear for those who learn to recognize them: the instant familiarity, the accelerated bonding, the synchronicities, the healing that occurs in each other's presence. These aren't coincidences or wishful thinking. They're the universe's way of reminding us that we're never truly alone, that love persists beyond physical death, and that every soul we've ever loved continues to journey alongside us. Whether these connections manifest as romantic partnerships, deep friendships, or transformative brief